Hey, good morning. It's Dr. James. I hope you're off to a beautiful start today. It's so wonderful, and I'm deeply grateful to see you. Thank you for your time, and thank you for your energy. And today, a little bit of science, dancing with some spirituality, and all around a very sobering experience that is happening across the world today. And I love to bring a lot of positivity, but I also want to bring reality, and hopefully I can bring some tools to help us navigate what is very real these days. And this was based on a study that came out of Harvard a few weeks ago. And the study was based on how social comparison, primarily through social media, is very much a leading cause of a lot of emotional challenges. Sadness, anxiety, a sense of not enoughness, low self-esteem, low self-confidence. The list goes on and on. And it's affecting everyone from teenagers right up through to baby boomers. In fact, the study said, listen, people in their 60s and 70s are equally susceptible as kids who are 14, 15, and 16. And it's interesting, right? Because social media is amazing on so many levels. I mean, look at this. This is social media. I'm taking full advantage of it. And I'm totally owning this. And I try to use it for the good. And I think most of us do. But sometimes when we're just kind of hanging out, we're maybe not feeling as inspired as we'd like to because we're not out doing things. We're kind of sitting with our face in our phones. We'll see images. People we know, people we don't know, things, experiences, and all of a sudden our brain starts to go, wow, they're so cool. They're so hot. They're so lucky. What am I doing? I'm sitting here lying on my bed in the middle of the afternoon and I haven't got anything going on, but man, everyone else does. So here's a remedy. Now, obviously we can say, listen, limit your social media, which is always a good idea. You know, I try to do twice a day. I post this and then I don't look at it again until the end of the day and hopefully answer questions. That's kind of my thing. I try to do other things out in the world and like you and I mean, this is a classroom. You know, what we do here in this community is we were hopefully learning what makes us come alive and then applying some of these practices so we can go out in the world and live this version of ourselves that is beautiful, that is brilliant, that is contagious, and it takes a lot of courage. So I want to remind you of something, and this is something I do when I'm starting to feel like I could go down the rabbit hole or start to go in that self-comparison place, which I am as susceptible as anybody. We all have those days, right? So social comparison, we know what it can do. The research is absolute. It stimulates a part of the brain that is full of fear. It stimulates a part of the brain that actually creates separation. And that separation starts to create a lack of compassion. And then, boy, cascading out of control, the darkness sets in. 100 years ago, maybe about 120 years ago, no, I wasn't there then, but there was something written, and I want you to Google this. It's called the Optimist Creed. Speaking of social media, Google is amazing, right, on so many levels, and not. The Optimist Creed, written by Christian D. Larson, and he said, there is one piece to this that is literally a game changer for the times that we're living in. I promise myself to be so consumed with improving who I am as a human being, that I have no time, no energy, and no desire to compare myself or judge myself versus or against somebody else. To be so consumed with improving who you are that you have no time or energy or desire to compare yourself or judge yourself against someone else. Wow. That to me is literally one of the most important things that we can literally practice every single moment of life. How are we thinking? How are we showing up? How are we loving? How are we being in the world? Is it beneficial? Is it love? Is it light? Is it growing? Is it humble? Is it vulnerable? Is it just being a human being, practicing what it means to do the things that make you feel like you are the version of yourself that you can enjoy more and more as you process and move through this experience called life? These are times when it's easy to fall prey to technology and easy to fall prey to the human highlight reel. That is not reality most times. It's a fragment of a reality that sometimes takes us into a space where we lose our grace. So if we want to get back to a place of grace, take care of your soul. Live the life that makes you so consumed with becoming this version of you that you love it so deeply you can't see anything else. Much love and every blessing. Have a beautiful day. Bye for now.